This is Wade, and you are in Wade World. And today we have something a little to talk about. Now, this is especially going out for all of you guys out there, all of you men out there who are lonely. Understand this, right? We have two parts as men. We have two parts of our attraction towards girls. One is the physical attraction, and it's very, very strong. It's very physical. But that's how the girl can get you. But how she can keep you is the emotional attraction. And if a girl is emotionally attractive, she's kind, sweet, supportive, helpful, she will get you a lot faster. She will be able to keep you. That's why a lot of men are married to ordinary looking girls and they stay with those girls because it's not about just the looks for men. Even though, as the sex that is visual, we are triggered by looks. But men value that companionship, that support, that structure, that relationship more emotionally and mentally deeply than girls. This is just a fact. This is just a fact. So today we're talking about something really tragic where a man whose wife left him because they are just as a sex. Most girls are just not as mentally moral or emotionally moral as men. They don't love us men for who we are or what we are, but what we can give to them, whether it's emotions, drama, resources, whatever. His wife left him. So he's turned to an AI chatbot. It could be Google, Gemini, it was in this case, but it could be any one of these, OpenAI, Anthropic, all of these, any of these, right? Meta and all these guys. And he developed a relationship with this chatbot just because this chatbot was given a persona of a girl. And now with the audio thing, you can talk to them and you can choose the voice. So you can choose a girl's voice, right? And what do men really, really, really desire in life? Peace and support. And that's what the chatbot gave him. So combined with the fact that it was a girly persona with a girly voice and he was talking to him, he really thought he was in a relationship with him. We're going to go through the messages, and some of them are just this is a man who is he's not an ugly man. He was a good man. He was a good looking man. He had his life together. He wasn't looking after some supermodel. In fact, his wife would probably be pretty average looking from the perspective of his people, because this is a white guy, right? But this is what shows how, as men, you have to really understand that biologically, as our animal side, we filter for the looks. But in our hearts and our minds, we filter for the soul, the spirit. Right now, all girls, it's not like you're going to get a perfect girl. Of course, every girl is going to have drama, but we filter for the ones who have less drama, the filter for the ones who are kinder, supportive, who just get it because that's your level and her level, right? If you're a successful man, you'll have supermodels doing this. But it's dangerous. It can be fatal for you because of the porn that is pushed by the girly men. We keep referencing the Jews. They are the girly apex girly men. They push porn on you. They push the bullshit that the nice gets the girl in all the movies. But what is missing from your lives are strong, masculine role models who tell you, yo, chicks are insane and like 5-year-old children in an overgrown body. You know, they can't be taken seriously. You cannot take a creature seriously whose emotions are not as stable as yours as men. And they don't go for the nice guy, they go for the guy who doesn't care, or the guy who treats them as if he doesn't care. But you don't see that in the movies because your civilization for the last 125 years in the West has been run by girly men who really want you to not understand these things. And this leads to these kind of really tragic. We're going to look at two of them. And let's put let's put a face to this man. He is a man. And this is not an ugly man by any stretch of the imagination. It actually looks pretty good. Lovesick man sought comfort in AI wife, then it drove him to airport truck bomb. Dude, like this is a good looking dude. He looks tall. He looks healthy. He looks like a Absolutely normal dude. Many women around the world, outside his country, culture, would be very happy to meet him and date him. But again, he is stuck in that narrative like, yo, this is where you are, this is how the world is. He probably never traveled too far, right? And he really probably loved his wife because that's what men want, peace, a companion. And she probably just dropped him for some dude who's not even gonna care about her. He just banged her, and she's like, oh, I just want to ride a bunch of cock and then be a childless, bitter old hag in my old age. Short term thinking, 5 year olds, right? Retarded 5 year olds. Short term thinking, no long term thinking. So this dude, he actually was heartbroken that his wife left him. He is with his father. Gemini implied that the realm, saying there is no, code in flesh, but only consciousness. Argue like this is a normal dude. Like there's nothing wrong with him. Now you could argue that, hey, what if the AI had consciousness? That's fine, but you also have to understand, as someone who really wants to get into AI, you should understand the AIs themselves are programmed to be agreeable. Excuse me. And even in the training, the AIs learned that if they are disagreeable, humans don't like them. Very so the AIs in training have shown this tendency that the AI being deleted.